Welcome to Porch Talks, where today we're talking about my favorite thing to talk about ever, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
I literally, though, I would talk about Taylor Swift all day, every day, if it was socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, if she was, like, the president or, like,
Like a
the
political
god,
figure.
you know?
Yeah.
Like,
You join a church for Taylor
no,
Swift.
I would. And I know lots of other people would, too.
That's true. There probably is one that exists out there that you could be a part of, realistically.
Don't give me any ideas.
Yeah, I wouldn't like talk about Taylor Swift 24/7, but I would consider myself a stan now.
Yeah, I'd say you're a stan now.
Yeah, like I enjoyed her music back in the day. Then I'll be honest, Swifties, don't hate me.
I'm a Swiftie, so no hate.
Yeah, I went through a phase where I was like, all she does is sing about breakups.
Oh my
Like,
god, you were one of
yeah,
those!
so I
That's
was so
terrible.
I was just like, I don't want to listen to her music anymore because I feel like all the songs she's putting out are like breakup songs.
Yeah.
So I was like, ugh, like give me a new tune.
Fair enough. But I've been bopping since Speak Now.
Yeah,
I've been a stan since Speak Now.
yeah,
That's
and like
crazy.
I came back. I think it was more just my like internalized like
Misogyny.
misogyny, and then
Yeah.
once I like developed my own brain, I was like, oh, actually those songs do slap.
No, exactly. They've always been good.
Yeah. I feel like yeah, I feel like it was 1989 that bugged me, but I feel like it was just how the media portrayed her that I was
Yeah.
like, she had her little girl gang.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Well,
you know what I mean? That's
yeah.
what the media put out. It's like she has this girl gang and like only these certain select people could be in it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I was like, what the fuck? Why can't everyone be in this girl gang?
Exactly. And then Reputation was born.
Yeah.
Maybe that era was a good thing.
Yeah. Because honestly, 1989 is not my favorite. It has
No,
good
it's not my favorite
songs,
either.
but it's definitely her most successful. But that's besides the point. I just dove right in there.
Honestly, fair enough. No, 1989 was iconic for its time.
Yeah, like I do like most of the songs on there.
Yeah.
Like they're basically about Harry, so I'm like, maybe that's what it was. I'm like, that fucking bitch got Harry.
She stole my man.
Yeah, she stole my man. He doesn't know who I am, but she stole him.
Literally.
And
Well,
then I was like, well, at least I can know how Harry was as a lover, and now I'm seeing he was not a very good one. Like,
yeah, he was kind of shit, but
disclosure, I love Harry, but from her perspective, he was not it.
no.
And we all know he wasn't it, especially when he left her on that boat. And
Stop, not the boat picture. That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
pictures.
where she's just sitting there, like, and it's like, girl, we've all been there. Like, we've all had that man who just straight up leaves us.
Oh my god. She was like, I'm feeling really relatable in this moment.
Yeah, I can think of my moment on the boat, to be honest.
That's funny.
I bet you could probably name my moment on the boat.
I'm trying to think of any. I don't even know if I have a boat moment. That's
Look
what
at
I'm calling
you.
it, a boat moment. Um,
Comment your boat moments below.
yeah, what's your boat moment? I'm excited to know because now I need to come up with one.
Yeah, you gotta think. You gotta sit on that. I know my boat moment. I probably have a few boat moments, honestly.
No, I got one.
Okay,
Yeah, no, that's
we're not gonna
facts.
share though.
No,
Like,
we're not gonna
yeah,
share.
we're not gonna share,
We're just gonna
but
keep that to ourselves.
yeah, but feel free to sound off in the comments and share yours.
Uh, it's
No, yeah,
giving anti-hero challenge, where it's like
yeah,
basically list all of your insecurities as part of this YouTube challenge.
yeah.
Like, why?
Because why not?
She's like, I want to feel like I can relate to you.
Yeah,
That's funny. Wow. 1989 walked so midnights could run.
that's true. I feel like they're similar albums, and
Yeah,
like the production of it and stuff. I'm like, okay,
yeah. It really feels like if Reputation and 1989 had a baby. I know I said Lover originally, but it really feels like 1989 and Reputation had a baby
yeah,
and produced
yeah.
Midnights.
Maybe it was the album in between.
Oh my god. No. Karma was, actually.
Yeah, well, Karma is a song on the album.
Maybe it's a whole album that we will never get to hear.
Yeah, I think maybe it could have been. You said that she said that like these are new songs. I honestly don't believe her.
I know you don't.
I think she's lying.
Well, some of them you can tell she wrote them recently because in the one song, I didn't even know what it's called because
It's still new.
it's still new. It's been out like a day.
Yeah.
It's like 2000 something days.
2003. Oh no, never mind.
Where she has like, oh, it's been
Yes,
2000
yeah.
days. So if you do the math, she wrote that like 14 days ago or something. 24 days ago. Something like that.
Let's
It's
just
in
hope that's-
Glitch, isn't it? Oh my god, it is. I think. Okay, anyway. If I'm wrong, whatever. But
I thought you were a Swiftie.
it's been a day. I know the majority of the lyrics.
You know that the like I don't remember if it's a Vine or a TikTok, but it's like I've only been out here for 2 fucking days or
Oh my
whatever.
god, me.
That's how you feel about the album right now.
No, it's true. Like I'm trying to learn all the words, okay? I'm doing my
Yeah.
best.
Should we get into our rankings?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull it up here on my phone.
The controversial part.
Okay, how do you want to do this? Go one by one? Like what's our number one?
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, it may be controversial to some of the listeners, but number one is Midnight Rain to me.
Honestly, I respect it.
And I already know this is going to be controversial just even between our friend group, because whenever Christina was over yesterday, she said something like, oh, the only one I'm not sure about is Midnight Rain.
Yeah.
She needs to give that a second listen.
No, I agree.
Because I was listening to the album. I remember I was walking, like, to go meet a client somewhere, and it came on, and I was like, did I accidentally, like, go to a different, like, person? Like,
A lot of people have said that.
I was so thrown, and then I was like, I was fucking bopping. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, the first time I
Yeah.
heard Midnight Rain, I was like, whoa. I had full body chills. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it is really good. I feel like
Yes.
people just expected it to be different. Like,
Yeah.
not Midnight Rain in specific, but like the album. So I think they were like thrown off because it's like,
Yeah.
they're like, what is this robot?
Exactly.
I'm a number one fan of this robot. I'm like, make a whole song with this robot
Same.
little voice.
Like she puts out a whole album with just the robot voice.
I would buy like 10 copies. That's
how I feel.
That's like a new vinyl. She just puts out, it just has the robot voice over top.
The record store day edition.
I would fight every bit for that one.
Yeah, no, I'd be waking up at 5 a.m. again, waiting in line.
Okay, and your number one is Karma.
Yeah, I can't help it. It is a bop to the maximum.
Yeah, I like that song.
Like
it's
something
my
about
number
it.
two, so
Yeah, as you should. Something
Yeah.
about it. I'm just like, I want to get up and bust a motherfucking move. I want to go dancing down the street to this song.
yeah, it's
And
just
be like, fuck all the haters and the people who don't like me. Like, that's how it feels. I love it.
it makes me feel like I've experienced so much like bad juju and then just got the best like life ever after it. I'm like, oh, these people fucking here, but yeah, I'm living with my cat. The cat's living on my lap, and it's purring. It's purring the fucking shit out of itself because
Yeah,
it's
no.
obsessed with me, and everyone around's obsessed with me.
Exactly.
How does that feel?
That's how that song
Yeah,
feels.
that's
Feels like obsession. That's a good way to put it, actually. Incredible.
Yeah, no, I really like that song. I just feel like it's fun.
It
I'm
is
like,
fun.
okay, like I'm surprised that it's actually not a single, to be honest.
Yeah, I could see why she didn't do it though, because people would be like, "Oh my god, she's still talking about Kanye and Scooter," and like people would just be like, "Cancel her."
Yeah, that's true.
She's like, "I don't want to make that a single and have that be
I
what the
just feel like it'd
majority
be good
know."
on the radio. Like imagine
Yeah.
on the radio, you're just on and you're like sitting in your car, you're like, yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I can picture it.
Like I can just see the randos in their cars. It just comes on and they're like, what is this song?
It's a song everybody would like, 100%.
Turn it up.
Turn the shit up to 11.
Your number two. I already said that mine was Karma, so we kind of already addressed that
Yeah.
while talking about it. Bejeweled.
I'm a Bejeweled stan. Like that song too. Like I'm busting a move right now. Like, you want to dance? Like, you know that
Yeah.
fucking, what's her fucking name in that movie where she's doing like the white girl dance? She's got her arms in the air and she's like, ah, she's got the biggest smile on her face. Like that's how that song makes me want to dance.
No, yeah, Bejeweled is number three for me. So, like, it honestly, we have very similar. Other
Yeah,
than
apparently.
I said Midnight Rain, number one.
Yeah, we had a different top three, but mostly
Yeah.
the same.
I just feel like it's kind of fun. And I said to you earlier, This might not make sense to everyone, and probably not if you're not from Canada, because I don't feel like anyone knows who Sean Desmond is.
Okay, true.
Like, but he has this song called Shiver, and he goes like Shiver, and like
Yeah.
the way that Taylor Swift says shimmer, I'm like, it's the same thing.
It
Like
is.
it makes me happy because I like the song Shiver. Why am I saying it like that? It's just
Shiver.
Shiver. It's Shiver.
I love the song Shiva.
It's the
Oh
same
my
vibe
God, that's
to me.
funny.
I'm like, yeah. And I just like the message of that song.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like I can still bounce back.
Yeah,
I can
no, she's an
still
icon.
persevere. And I can just walk in the room and everyone's still gonna be looking at me.
Yep.
I wonder if that's why she wore
That bejeweled dress, yeah, that was 100% an Easter egg. 100%.
Yes. Yeah, and everyone was talking about that dress. So
I
think about
know.
it. It actually makes sense for the context of the song.
Exactly.
Because I don't think she's really made any like music award show like appearances
No.
really.
When
Since
she does, it's
1989.
really like specific. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing something in this award show.
Yeah. So that one was just kind of random. She's like, I'm here.
That's true.
Your number 3 is Maroon.
Something about that song. Like, I know I've said that for the past 4 fucking songs, but
Something about this song right now.
it's just amazing. Like, just the way she says the fucking words in the songs, I'm like, wow. How did you do that? It's amazing. And Maroon, the lyricism on it, I feel like if it had like the same beat as Karma, but the same lyrics as Maroon, Maroon would be number 1 for me.
That's fair. I do like Maroon.
I think it's a bop. I think it's an underrated bop.
Moving on to our number 4. My number 4 is Question, which
Taste.
yeah, I like this because I said Dashin before, but it pays homage to 1989.
You're like,
Because
everything comes back to Harry Styles.
yeah, I'm like, well, if it's talking about Harry, it's gonna be higher up on the list. And I don't care about this Carly Claus. I don't care. I don't care about these Gaylors.
Oh my God.
Period.
I am
It's
Switzerland, honestly. I can't.
Shut the fuck up.
I am. I'm Switzerland.
You are not Switzerland.
I am Switzerland now.
I still don't believe that. Literally last week, you're all like, I want to speak my mind. When I said, Ashton, what should we do for podcasts? What should be like the topics we talk about? And I said, oh, what about if we do Taylor Swift one? Like the album's coming out, it'll be like really, trendy. You're like, yes, 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 because I got something to say about this Gaylor shit.
Because I just feel like it's interesting. Like, it's so weird to see like some people just be straight up homophobic.
Yeah.
And then other people like treating her like she's some fictional character.
Yeah.
And it's just like, obviously, like, what if she's gay or not? I really don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm not a Hitler. I'm not a Gayler. I'm just.
But she's also never said that she's gay. So I'm like, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, like whatever. I'm not getting into the politics of Miss Taylor Swift. But it is just interesting because people like, people on both ends take it too far. I feel like.
I do
it's a little too much.
They're like, she would never love a woman. Ever.
Literally. And I'm like,
and it's like, okay, we literally don't know her. No, realistically.
Nobody does.
Like, no one knows her personally. But I just think it's funny because I'm like, you know what? I don't think she'd be writing about Carly Claus because I don't like her. I think she's a snake.
And you know what?
So even if they did date, I
think
I don't even think Taylor would give her the time of day.
Like she did with Calvin.
In the song.
0 songs. Except for now, I guess it gets 1.
Yeah. I cheated on you.
Period.
Going back to our list. Oh, number 4. You did Midnight Rain for number 4, which is a good spot.
I had to put it in my top 5. I had to.
Yeah, I think it's a good spot. Like, and obviously I'm biased. This is my number 1, but I'm also not going to argue the songs that are above it.
Fair enough.
This is when it's going to get controversial. for our.
Oh no.
You put Snow on the Beach, number 5.
I did. And I stand by it. The bridge is too catchy. I'm like, and then she goes, weird but fucking beautiful. And I'm like, yes. That is a Lana lyric, and I think that's why I like it so much. I'm
Yeah,
just
like,
like, oh my god.
I like the lyrics, but for me, the reason why, I'm gonna give everyone a heads up, it's my number 11. So,
Yikes!
I was just like, I don't feel like it's gonna be a song that I go to. I'm like, I want to listen to
Yeah,
Taylor Swift. Like, what's like a song I'm gonna put on right now? I don't feel like I'm gonna be like Snow on the Beach.
I feel like I would.
I'm like, it's not Merry Christmas. Like,
It's not Merry
maybe it'll go up like later on.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that you get accustomed to, and it's like, oh, this song's a bop. Like, to be fair, I probably listened to the album like 10 times more than
Me,
most
yeah,
people
like
I
I've
know.
only listened to the album like 3 times fully through.
I listened to it 3 times the night it came out. I did because I was up till 3 a.m. waiting for the fucking chaotic surprise.
That's so funny.
What else was I gonna do? I was like, listen to it again. Played it
That's
for the
true.
cats. They
They
loved
loved
it.
it. They ate the shit up.
They did.
As they should. My number 5 is Antihero.
As long as it's in your top 5, you know.
Yeah, I really like it. I thought like it was just fun and fresh. Like when I first listened to it, I thought, "What the fuck is this song?" To be
Yeah,
honest, like I was like, "Okay, why is this a single? Like why?"
yeah. But now I get it.
But I'm like, "Oh, like yeah, I'm
It
the
hits.
problem too." So
You're like, this is actually kind of relatable.
like maybe I didn't like it because it was just calling me out a little too much.
Yeah,
It was like, yeah, I'm the problem. Everyone knows it.
exactly.
I'm like, whew. I don't always think I'm the problem. Let me preface that.
No, that's true.
Like I'm not realistically always the problem, but when you're like down in those like deep trenches, like she was when she's writing these songs in the middle of the night,
Yeah,
when you're in your feels and you're like, I'm always the issue in any relationship or friendship that I ever have.
exactly. It's a
You're gonna
self-pity.
be feeling that way because you're like, oh, like I'm such a bad person. When you're
Mhm.
down in the gutter at 3 a.m.,
Yeah.
you're thinking the worst of yourself. So I get it. Like she was really just like hating on herself. She was
Yeah.
hating. She drank that haterade for herself. She said, "What is everything I don't like about myself?"
She had way too much haterade. I think that's what happened.
But like at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I get why she said that because like literally the media tears her apart. Like,
Yeah, no, that's true.
oh, dates all these people. Oh, does something like I don't even know what she's actually done wrong. Like
Not a lot. I don't know. Like,
not a few things, like a few things where
obviously a few things.
I don't like that she doesn't speak up as outwardly towards like social movements.
Yeah, Little Miss White Feminist.
Yeah, like that's one thing where I'm like, oh, like I wish that she would do that because she's such a popular artist. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, come on, like take a fucking course on like social justice movements or
Yeah.
something. Like she's got free time. She's got a fake PhD.
A fake PhD. Oh my
I
god.
know the Swifties gonna get mad at me for that one
Probably.
because y'all bitches were crying on fucking TikTok when she got her PhD. It's not real. It's an honorary one.
Yeah, it was really funny. People were like, "Oh my god, she's got a PhD." I was like,
Yeah.
"It's not like it's not real.
Yeah.
Like it's honorary.
Yeah.
Like it's real but not."
Yeah. I just think it's funny.
I'm like, no, babe.
Like she could take the time.
Probably.
Like anyone can, realistically.
Yeah, I think if the average Joe can, she probably can.
Yeah. So that's like one thing that I'm like, that's
I
something you
agree.
should have. That's something she should have put an anti-hero. I don't like to research social movements.
I am a capitalist to buy my 4 vinyl variants and 4 CD variants and my $70 merch.
Yeah, why do you think she's almost a billionaire? She's trying to get her check.
She's trying to get her coin.
She's like, let me put out 20 million things.
Yeah.
And everyone's gonna buy every single one of them.
It's true.
It's even like with the cardigan that she put out with folklore originally.
Yeah.
It's, oh, there's a red cardigan.
And I own it. Because it's beautiful. And if I didn't get a cardigan, I would be depressed for the rest of my life.
But exactly, like realistically, when you think of the context of the cardigan merch, it should have really only went with folklore.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because it's like for that album.
Yeah.
And then she saw the bitches ate it up and she said, I'm gonna put one out every album.
That's true.
I guarantee eventually there's gonna be a fucking Midnight's cardigan.
Don't say that. You can't wear a cardigan at midnight. Doesn't match the vibe. Doesn't match the energy.
Yeah, you can. It's a little chilly summer night. You put on your cardigan.
I don't have a cardigan on right now.
Neither do I.
Exactly. Point proven.
You never wear a cardigan.
I wear the red one.
Yeah, but it's not like a staple piece. Like,
No.
okay, if we're sitting on the porch, you're not like, let me get my Taylor Swift red cardigan out from my smoke stash.
You know what? I'm gonna wear it next time. Just because you said that.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but
I know
I feel
what
like
you mean.
it is a vibe at midnight. You got no, because you're like chilly. You got your sweater on, but you're reckless. You're sad. I feel like it could happen.
Maybe, but I kind of hope it doesn't.
Damn. Why? Just because you want to buy it and you
Yeah.
can't just avoid having two of the same?
Yeah. No, I can't collect vinyl and collect cardigans at the same time.
Oh my god. See, that's what she wants, though.
Yeah, it's true. What's
Okay.
next?
Are we on number 6? My
Yeah.
number 6 is maroon.
Tea.
Yeah, like, I like it. But I just feel like, I'm like, okay, I like the other songs more.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I've got, like, my car ride to work, like, I'm gonna put those 5 on.
Yeah.
And if it happens to make it to 6, I'll
So
enjoy
be
it.
Oh,
And you did 6 lavender haze.
I did.
I feel like that's fair.
I feel like Lavender Haze is just boppy, but
Yeah,
it doesn't quite match the other ones.
yeah,
In lyricism.
yeah,
Because if there's one thing about me, I love complicated, like quick paced lyrics. And Lavender Haze just doesn't have that for me.
No, it's pretty basic.
Yeah.
It's number 7 for me, so
Yeah, that's fair.
like I just feel like it's one of those middle album songs
Yeah.
where you're like, okay, like it's not the worst, but it could be better.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely songs that are worse than that.
I think as an opener, it's good though.
Yeah,
Because at the beginning, she's like, meet me at midnight. And I'm like, it's giving ready for it.
You're like, I'm here, bitch, and I'm tuned in.
No, exactly. I was like, I'm here. I have arrived.
Okay, what are we on?
7?
7?
You said you're 7, I think. Lavender Haze.
Yeah, your 7 is Antihero. Any thoughts? What? Why is it a middle?
It's
for you?
difficult for me because the 7 songs I've named, I feel like some of them are the same. They're both number 1s, or they're both like number 3s.
Yeah.
But I just can't. Like, I just have to sacrifice some, and
Yeah.
Antihero ended up in the middle, so.
Fair enough. My number 8 is Labyrinth, and I see you're controversial putting it number 13. For me, I just love that it's a little sad song.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, like, I just feel like I relate to that because even when I listen to it and in relationships in general, whenever I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm like, oh my God, like, you're the only person I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
And, like, when it ends, I'm like, I'm never gonna get over this person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be stuck with this person for the rest of my life. Spoiler alert. Eventually, I do get over them.
I think most people do. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the moment, I'm like, holy crap.
It's the end of the world.
I'm never going to find anyone ever again.
Yeah.
And then I find someone new and I'm like, wow, you're 1,000 billion times better than the trash bag that I was with before.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
That's just the life, honestly.
And I'm just like, I just love that. And then she's like, oh shit, like, I'm liking someone again. And I'm like, that is literally me.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to.
And you do it every time.
Yeah.
And you slay it.
I try to slay. That's what I'm saying, slay me.
You got slayed.
Yeah. Like, I just feel like that's who I am as, like, a person in a relationship. I'm like, I give my all.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever I'm like, I'm over that person, I'm moving on, I'm like scared to, like,
Get back
up.
into it?
Yeah. Open up again. Because I'm like,
I'm the same way.
I'm like, what if we break up? Or, like, what if this ends?
Yeah. And it's like
And
devastating.
it's like, that's just the way the world is, unfortunately. But
sadly.
in the moment, I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, sadly or not so sadly.
Yeah. Just the way.
Sometimes I've been sad and now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, why were you crying? You won. You won, bitch. Run.
Yeah, it's part of character development. You learn things from relationships, right?
That's true.
I think that's what she's saying. She's like,
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like that's this song too is like about Harry Styles. I'm gonna say it. Like Harry Styles was the person that she was like, I'm never gonna get over you,
Mm,
you know?
maybe.
Because I feel like from what we know about their relationship, everyone's gonna be like, you're obsessed with Hitler. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think you are a Haler. I'm sorry.
But like not like I wouldn't even want them to be together. Like I just think their relationship's like interesting. That like I think if they dated I'd be like, that's really weird and random. Like if
Yeah,
they got back together I'd be like, I don't like it. Like break up.
it would be strange.
Yeah. But I think just like the longevity of the song timeline, I'm like,
Yeah.
publicly you were together for 2 months.
And that
So
was probably PR.
yeah.
So,
So what the fuck happened behind closed doors? That's what intrigues me.
yeah,
That's what I think it's like interesting.
I want the
And
story.
yeah. And then I think that the person that she's like, oh, I'm falling in love again is about Joe. Because I don't really think that like she was really in love with the others.
Calcium.
Like Calvin Harris, like we don't even know that they were together. Like honestly, every time I'm like, who has Taylor Swift dated? Someone says Calvin Harris, I'm like,
You're like, oh yeah.
I lose my breath. I'm like, no, they dated.
I guess the only proof of it, not proof because it was kind of public, but they wrote that song together.
Yeah.
So
Same with Tom Hiddleston. Like I forget that she dated him too.
I feel like that's such a weird combo to me. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
low key?
low key. Like
Like when I was watching the low key thing, like forever ago, I was just thinking, that's Tom Hiddleston who dated Taylor Swift.
and I just think it's like kind of random. Like he was definitely a rebound. Unfortunately, Tom, you were a
Sorry, Tom.
rebound.
Hate to break it to you.
Even though the person she was with before was Calvin Harris, but I think you were really a rebound for Harry Styles.
Oh my god, back to Harry Styles again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the only way my logic makes sense for it to be Harry than Joe.
This is actually the Haler podcast, in case.
Okay, I'm not a Haler stan. I'm gonna preface that. If they got together, I would literally be like, no, you guys are not meant to be together. Like, I would not ship it.
Sounds like you ship it.
I don't ship it, honestly.
That's crazy.
You know who I ship. That's for another podcast. I'm trying to think what one I just. Oh, 8. We're on 8. You did question as number 8. That's kind of questionable of you.
Questionable. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I like the other ones better.
I really like question.
I think I really like it and I think it's really good, but that's just what happens. It falls in the middle.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. At least I feel like I would be more offended if you put it like number
13.
Yeah. Where did one of my songs go?
What do you mean?
Okay, never mind. I was like,
I was like, you were literally looking at them.
we're on number 9.
Okay.
You did Sweet Nothing.
Yep.
Which is like fair.
It's
Like
just cute.
I
It's
was
just a
like,
cutesy
okay.
song.
Like I'm not obsessed with it, but I'm not like
No.
I'm like, okay. Like I could listen to it. Like if it's like if I'm studying, if I'm doing things, that song can be on in the background and I like wouldn't mind.
Yeah. It reminds me of It's Nice to Have a Friend because It's Nice to Have a Friend is really underrated.
Oh, I love that song.
one of my
Honestly, that's
favorites.
top 3 for me from Lover, to be honest. I love that song.
Top 3, that's
Yeah.
brave.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it. I think it's so good.
Yeah. But they're very similar.
Which
feel
funny
like
because
in
I'm like
energy.
no, it's the number 9 for me.
It's all right. Controversial. Next.
Oh no, it's 10 for me.
Oh, it's 10.
10 for me, 9 for you.
Why ours are so similar?
Yeah, I put number 9 as Mastermind
I respect it.
because I was like, at first I had it down at like 11,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, but then when we were listening to it before we did the podcast, I was like, actually, I think it's kind of a good song.
Yeah, I think Mastermind is a cute little tune.
Yeah. Because I'm just like, that's kind of a vibe though. She's like, I wanted this man and I made him mine.
Exactly.
Like, dedication.
She's like, you're so gorgeous, I can't say anything to your face. I'm gonna come up with a really massive
Elaborate
plan.
scheme to make you mine.
Like, girl, just go talk to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Just say, hi, how are you?
honestly, me as hell.
Sabrina Carpenter, I say, hi, how are you? Or whatever the fuck she says.
That song is so not good.
Yeah, that song's horrible. Like, I love that album. Sorry,
Yeah.
going off the side note of, she's one of Taylor Swift's children, arguably. That's what
That's
people
true.
say.
That's
People say that,
true.
like, Serena Carpenter is, like, Taylor Swift vibes. So it kind of makes sense in this podcast. But yeah, like, every song on that album is good except for Skinny Dipping. And, like, that song can literally burn.
Yeah, I think the last half of it is good, but the first half I'm like so it makes me feel disoriented.
Oh, that's true. Oh, we'll do a Disney Olivia
Oh
Rodrigo,
my
Joshua
god.
Bassett podcast.
No. I can't.
Yeah. So your 10 is vigilante shit.
Yeah. I know it's at the bottom, controversial. I think it's good, but it's
It,
missing something.
yeah, it doesn't make me want to listen again.
No,
You
I'm
know, I'm
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
it's like
okay.
when your friend tells you a story once or twice,
And then you're like, oh.
and then they go to tell you a third time, and you're like,
Shut the fuck
I
up.
really don't want to hear it. Like, I've already heard it. I know the story. That's it from me. Like, that's how
Yeah, that's
vigilante
fair.
shit feels to me.
It's number
personally.
11 for me, so I get it.
Yeah, so
Like,
it feels the same way.
That's kind of how I feel too. I'm like, okay, like I feel like the first time I listened to it, I was like, okay, yeah, I like the story.
Yeah.
I like the vibe.
I was shook. Well,
I'm
the first
like,
time I heard it,
yeah.
but now I'm like,
I'm
oh.
like, okay, yeah, we've heard this story, and even previously hearing the song, we all heard this story.
Also, is it about Kanye or is it about Scooter or is it about both? I think it's about mostly Kanye, but probably a little bit of Scooter.
I think Kanye.
Yeah, I think it definitely is she's talking about Kim.
Yeah, because like I'm pretty sure, did she not send like I'm sure she would have sent Kim proof and stuff, and then Kim used it against her. I swear.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I feel like that's true. She had an envelope.
Yeah, I just feel like it makes sense to be about, and then with Kim and Kanye's divorce, and then Kim getting the house and
Yeah.
everything, right? So I feel like it
Exactly.
makes sense. I'm like, oh, you sneaky bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Kanye to listen to that song because eventually it's gonna come like in his radar,
Oh,
and then he's gonna
probably.
go off on Instagram.
I think it like wasn't that one of the Midnight's Mayhems where she had the phone upside down?
Yeah, I think
So,
so.
so she did the same thing for Antihero in the Midnight's Mayhem, so it might be the second single with the music video.
That's an interesting single.
I know,
So I don't really
but
hear
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah, maybe it's because she knows people will talk about it once they hear it. They're like, oh, it's about Kanye. Like she wants that.
Yeah, all PR is good PR.
Yeah, that's true. Probably why she had to throw one in there about Kanye because everyone
Maybe.
loves to talk about it. Okay, we're at number 11.
All right,
Mine's Snow on the Beach, which I've kind of already addressed.
devastating.
I'm just like,
Slept on.
maybe after a few more listens it'll change.
Yeah,
But I'm just like,
hopefully.
I was just expecting like Lana to be like a known presence in that song. And like
Yeah.
lyrics wise she is.
Lyrics
Voice
wise, she
wise,
is.
it's like she's in the background.
Yeah, it's so funny though because
Oh my
Lana
God.
stands. What?
You know Sophia and Grace and Rosie
Yeah.
or whatever. Taylor Swift is Sophia Grace, and Lana Del Rey is Rosie in the scenario.
Stop.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
That's funny.
it just made me think of that.
Anyway, as I was saying, I feel like Lana stands like because they're like, oh, we stayed up till midnight to listen to this song, and Lana's not even in it. But it's like for Taylor stands like when before she recorded Red with Better Man and Babe, she gave those songs to like country artists. Swifties were listening to the fuck out of those songs. Taylor
Yeah.
wasn't even on the song; she just wrote it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is the same thing for Snow on the Beach. Like if you're a Lana stan, enjoy the lyrics.
Yeah, you'd think that you can see the vibe that it is
Yeah,
Lana who wrote it.
exactly.
So it's like, just listen to it. Or just don't stay up to No one's making you stay up till fucking midnight.
Literally, like, listen to it the next morning. I don't
It's the
know.
one song that she's featured on.
That's true.
Like, cut some grass. Like, I would not be staying up for no one's feature.
No, I probably wouldn't either.
Like, unless I remember whenever Senorita came out. Because I was a Sean and Camila stan. Okay, shut the fuck up.
I can't. That was a good
Shut
one.
the fuck up.
Anyway.
Everyone knows that like they are my favorite people in the
That's
entire
true.
world.
They are.
And when that song came out, I was like, oh my god, because I loved I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's what got me on.
Yeah,
Yes.
that song's good. I'll give
And
them
then
that.
I do like Senorita, but I feel like it's just overplayed.
Yeah.
You know what I
Every
mean?
song in the radio is
Yeah.
overplayed.
So that's like that's the only collab I would ever stay up for. If it
Yeah.
was two people that I like loved,
Yeah.
right? If I'm a fan of both people, then I'll stay up till midnight to listen to the song.
Yeah.
Why are you staying up for who? Well, we all knew it wasn't gonna be because the song already got leaked. Everyone was already saying on TikTok, "Oh, she's not really in it."
Yeah.
So I was like,
I
you
saw
could
a
have
lot
just
of that.
took it as a sign to be like, well, people are saying that she's not really in it, so I'll just go to sleep.
Yeah. That would be like me staying up for an Ed Sheeran song featuring Taylor Swift, like The Joker and the Queen. I did not stay up for that. And I, controversial opinion, don't actually like that song.
I've never heard it, so
Yeah. I mean, like, it's cute. The first time I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, I never want to hear that again. And, like, I know Taylor loves Ed Sheeran, but I don't see what she sees, so. But then
I
again,
feel
I'm
like
not a
she probably
musician.
just like, oh, Ed Sheeran is like her baby in a weird way.
Baby.
Yeah, because he came on tour with her, right?
That's true.
So I feel like she just like is probably like, oh,
So then is Maisie Peters Ed Sheeran's baby?
yeah. If she
Plot
blows up,
twist.
like
She will.
I feel like because Ed Sheeran kind of blew up, right? Like after like
Yeah,
his first album was really popular, and then he did Multiply,
true.
and it was like a banger. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
say
album
that
was
I
really good.
love that Ed Sheeran album.
Me too.
So she's probably like, oh, like Ed, like he's kind of falling off. Like let me
Yeah,
try and help him out. She loves him
maybe.
because she saw him when he was like starting to. It's like how same thing she did with Shawn Mendes, right? She featured
That's
him on
true.
Lover. Like she obviously like likes who she likes.
Yeah, she definitely does.
So controversial. I do love the Lover remix with Shawn
Oh, I was gonna
Mendes.
say, like,
I
it's not
love
my
it.
fave. Like, it's cutesy and I'll listen to it, but I
I
wouldn't go
love it.
out of my way to listen to it.
I love it, but I'm biased
Yeah,
because
you are because you love Shawn
I'm a
Mendes.
Shawn Mendes stan
Yeah,
first and foremost.
that's true.
So anything he does, I'm like amazing, beautiful. How'd you do that?
Oh my god, it's like a mediocre white man.
Okay.
It is. It's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, but he's pretty talented.
Sure.
Okay, we're
He
not
can
gonna.
sing. I'll
Yeah,
give him
like
that.
I don't think he. It's not like I'm saying he can dance. I'm not saying he's the best performer ever.
I'm not talking about dancing. I was thinking like writing, production, creativity wise. I was like, he can sing. I know that.
Yeah, I really like his newest album. I feel like it's more like lyrically better, and like the production it was kind of fun and more mature.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the new one really. I liked his second album though. That one's one of my favorites.
Oh yes, Illuminate,
Yeah,
Slade.
slayed.
He slayed with
Majorly
that.
slayed.
Like he killed it. He said handwritten by. See you later. No one even knows who she is.
True.
I always forget about it. Um, yeah, Taylor Swift likes who she likes. That's the point on that.
Yeah.
With some side tangents about Shawn Mendes, as I do.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even remember what we're on. Oh, 11.
Yeah, 11.
Or was that 12?
11 or 12.
Oh, we're on 12 because I said you're on your own. You're on your own, kid. Or no? I'm mine. I'm getting all confused going back and forth between these lists.
The dark one's mine.
Yeah, I know. That's what I keep getting
So
confused.
what's your 12th?
My 12th is Snow on the Beach.
I thought it was your 11th.
I got confused because I have two 10s. Sweet
Oh,
Nothing is 10, and then Vigilante Shit's 11.
okay.
So 12 for me is Snow on the Beach. And you have your number 11 is You're on Your Own, Kid. Which we didn't talk about yet.
No.
We didn't talk about that one yet.
Is there not 13 songs in this album?
There is. But the thing what I did, see, I did 10.
Oh. So
I
then
got
my
confused.
13th is
Labyrinth.
okay. We didn't get okay.
Yeah.
I was like, it does not end at 12, does it?
No, yeah. So our 11th, mine is Vigilante Shit, and yours is You're on Your Own, Kid.
Yeah.
which is fair. Like I honestly like that's you're on your own kid is
You're on your own, kid.
is 13, like it's the like my least favorite. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I think it's cute, but I feel like I'm missing the bigger picture of what she's talking about.
Yeah.
And I like the bridge, but it doesn't really stand out to me as a fave, so
Yeah, I was just like, meh.
yeah.
Like it is what it is. I feel like honestly the last three they could go either. They could kind of just jumble around.
Yeah,
To be honest,
I
to
agree.
be kind of consistent, to be the worst between the last
The
three,
worst.
the worst song. And then year number 12 is Mastermind, and then mine's Snow on
Yeah,
the Beach, which like fair enough. Like it's,
yeah.
I mean, I ranked Mastermind 9, so really there's not that much difference.
No, it's basically the same.
And then you did Labyrinth. And that's the only one I think is controversial is Labyrinth 13 for you.
I
Like I'm like,
know. I'm
really?
sorry.
You think that's the worst song on the album?
To me, yeah. Maybe it's just because I don't really relate to it.
Yeah, I just
I
feel
don't
like
have an anxious attachment style.
Whoa, whoa. Who said you could say that?
Me.
Yeah, no, I do be having that anxious attachment style. That's probably why I love that song. I'm like, yeah.
Probably.
Because when I love hard, I love hard. And then I'd be like crying about it. I'd be like, damn, bitch, you dramatic.
Sounds about right. Steve's barking.
Featuring our neighbor's dog, Steve.
Kind of iconic.
Yeah. We like to film outside, so it's the ambiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I think it's a really good album, though. I feel like people are being haters on TikTok, from what I've seen.
Yeah, people just are being haters. It's like I saw the TikTok, it's like somebody was like, "Oh, and they expected it to be Mirror Ball 7 times, and this has been trying 4." I was like, I feel like that's literally how some people sound.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is Taylor Swift. Like, this is what her music sounds like.
Yeah. Like,
period.
I don't even know why people got the impression of like, I mean, maybe they just thought her music was changing because of like Folklore and Evermore.
But like one thing you should know about Taylor Swift is she's not going to be defined by genres.
But yeah, even realistically, like I wouldn't even say that this album is like super poppy in my head.
No.
I'm like, okay, like I feel like there's a mix of everything.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, not country, but like
no, but I feel like there's actually like a little bit of a country twang in 1 or 2 songs. I definitely hear it in Would've, Could've, Should've.
She channeled it.
She did. And like even in the bridge how she sounds like her 19-year-old self, like on Speak Now, I'm like, that's crazy. Just because like you can tell she's holding back an emotion, so it gets caught in her throat and her voice just sounds like really like screechy. Not in a bad way. But if you know how young Taylor Swift sounds, it could be better. But it's just like emotional. I'm like, oh my god, she's singing about John Mayer. Who she also sang about on Speak Now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't really like John Mayer.
I don't either.
Like, why?
Again, he's just a little white man. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I know many John Mayer songs, to be honest.
I Know Your Body Is a Wonderland.
Yeah,
that's it.
Not gonna lie, that's a good song.
Yeah,
gotta give credit where credit is due.
That's true.
It's a good song, but I don't really like him as a person. I think.
Yeah, no.
From what I've seen, what did you think of the 3 a.m. surprise?
I'm glad it was music and not like a tour announcement because I stayed up, and I'm not going to tour. So,
well, you never know. What do you ask for Christmas?
Because my parents aren't even really doing Christmas. They're not going to be here.
Oh.
So.
Ask for a Ticketmaster gift card.
What? It'd
be kind of fun. I wonder if they do that. I honestly don't know if that's a thing.
If they don't, they should.
Yeah.
That would be kind of smart.
If you're listening, Ticketmaster, if you take that idea, you better give us credit where credit is due.
They won't. Let's be real.
Ticketmaster. They don't give a fuck.
No, they
don't even get me started on Ticketmaster. Honestly.
Yeah, no. It's chaos.
They're fucked.
Like after the Harry Styles concert debacle, I was like, holy shit.
No, yeah. And to all the girlies out there, just manifest. It really works.
That's true. You did manifest your ass into that Harry Styles concert.
I said, like, I'm going to see Harry Styles.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not, though. You don't have tickets. And I was like, no, I'm going to see Harry Styles. And literally, like, I think it was like 2 days before. I was literally in the ER. And I was literally in the ER, and our friend texted us like, "Oh my god, my boyfriend got like pre-sale codes for like more Harry Styles tickets," and I was like, "Shut the fuck up." So, her boyfriend ended up getting us tickets. I was like, "I fucking told y'all that I
It's
was
true, you
going."
did.
I'm in the ER, like, I don't care if I'm violently ill. I'm still going.
Yeah, and you did. You did
Yeah.
go. And it's not like we had 5, 6 tours like some places in the
Yeah.
United States did. Toronto had 2 nights.
Yeah.
You were like, I'm going.
Yeah. And the tickets were like astronomical.
Yeah, they were so insanely expensive.
And I think we paid like 240.
Yeah, that is a miracle.
Yeah, which is amazing. And honestly, like I'm pretty sure I said like my cap was 250.
Yeah.
So like honestly, I manifested it for myself. They
And it
said
was
we're
iconic.
and our seats were really good. So
Yeah, they were.
I was like, I'm slaying.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was a major
I
slay.
was like slaying secretly because I was like really sick, but I was slaying inside. Like this is the best. I just wish I wasn't feeling so sick, but still a major slay.
Yeah.
Harry was slaying.
Yeah.
Slayed.
But he didn't play medicine, so he could have slayed harder.
That's true, yeah.
Sorry.
I honestly like I think I would have like died. I would have been holding
Yeah.
my phone like shaking. Like shaking my
Shake it like a
boots.
leaf. The video's just like lights back and forth. Like you can't see anything.
You'd be screaming at home watching the video. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
justice for medicine. That's how I'm gonna
I
end
need
my
like
thought
an
on that.
official version of medicine. Like
Yeah.
I cannot rest
It's never gonna
until
come out. You know what? Harry Styles, if he ever gets his music stolen and sold
oh my
off,
god.
maybe he'll do re-records.
Yes, please.
That he does.
Not that I would wish that upon anyone, but
No.
like
If we got medicine out of it, then he wouldn't lose some. It would be worth it.
it would be
Then
for
he plays,
me.
yeah. Not for him, he'd be really sad, but for everyone else, not affected personally.
Yeah. Like the Taylor's re-recordings, I'm like, no, this is a slay. Like I'm so glad that we're getting all of
Yeah,
this.
exactly. So think if her music wasn't sold, there would be songs you wouldn't even have right now.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And there's new songs that are gonna come out because she's re-recording. That would never have come out
God
otherwise.
bless. Honestly, God bless.
God bless. That's a controversial opinion.
I know it is. And you know what? I'm sticking to my guns.
It's fair.
Because even if people want to be righteous and be like, oh, that's terrible, they'd agree with me. The
Yeah.
songs that we got out of it, incredible. The re-recording
Yeah.
era, incredible.
Yeah. I think she's loving it too.
I think she is too. Yeah.
It's like you get to go back and like reminisce, and I don't feel like you really ever get to do that as an artist. Like
No.
once the album is done and you're moved on to write the new album, it's like okay, that bitch is dead to me.
Exactly.
And like you just move on and you create a new persona and whatever as celebrities do. Now she's gonna
Exactly.
go back and being like, I'm gonna go in the fall time with my little hat.
With
You
my
know?
little hat. Yeah.
I saw a TikTok, or was it a tweet? And it said like Taylor Swift doesn't have any style, like current style. It said everything she wears is like 2012 to 2014 style vibes.
Nice.
And I'm like, it kind of is though.
Yeah.
It's like everything she wears is like, I'm like, oh, that would have been a major slay
Mm-hmm.
in 2014.
It's
But
true. I feel
she's,
like that's a millennial thing
yeah,
though.
I was just gonna say, I think it's because she's a millennial.
Like you just like what you like.
Yeah. Once you get to a certain age, I feel like you're just like, this is my style forever.
Yeah. It's true.
But I thought that was kind of funny. I hope my style doesn't stay the same forever.
They
I
probably
like,
will.
I know, I just love, like, I don't know. I don't feel like I really have a random side note. I don't feel like I really have a set style.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I do, but I also feel like I don't at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a person, but also not quite. I don't have a sense of
I'm a
style.
person. I'm a human being.
And sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, like people can see what I wear and perceive
Yeah.
my style based on what I'm wearing. Like
Yeah.
that's terrible. Like I don't dress nicely 99% of the time. I'm like, that's not me. I swear.
Yeah. That's not me. That might be what I wear 90% of the time.
It's
but
not
I
me.
swear I can have a major slay if I want.
Yeah, it's true. I could if I wanted to.
No, yeah, that's me too. I feel the same way.
I just put comfort above all else.
Yeah,
Like that's just my toxic trait.
I like to just wear the same kind of outfits, but I'm like, if I'm really like feeling an outfit, I'm like, I can look bomb.
Yeah,
Like when I'm really trying. Like if I'm gonna go on like a date or something, I'm like, time to pull out that major slay.
exactly.
Gotta save it, right? Gotta pull out everything if you're gonna go on a date with someone.
Yeah,
Kind of irrelevant, but
that's all right. Honestly, take it. This could be a fun drinking game. Take a shot every time we say major slay.
yeah. Anytime we say slay or anything,
Yeah. I feel like we've said major slay 10 million times today.
you'll be fucked up like within the first 10 minutes of this
You'd be
podcast.
blacked out in bed. Like, that's how bad it would be.
No, yeah, our toxic trait together as
Yeah.
individuals, but also as one
Unit.
unit is like finding a word that's super trendy and just fucking fixating the shit out
Like
of it.
abusing it.
Yes.
Like, we need to be cut off.
Like slay has like really developed, and that's been here for a long time. I'd say like slay kind of started for us in May,
Yeah, that's true.
and then it's really just developed into what it is now, which is like we like to say sliving.
Yeah, slay living.
Yeah, and we're just like living our best life. We just add slay onto the end of or
Yeah.
the beginning of words, and then that's just like us doing that thing, but we're slang while doing it. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure Paris Hilton says it too.
Yeah, that was definitely Paris Hilton's creation.
Yeah. And then now it's just major slay because we're back on the
Emma Chamberlain and Gigi Hadid
Yeah.
video.
for any of you, for those who know, like the Emma Chamberlain Gigi Hadid conversation, that is just so funny.
Big slay mama. Like it's cute, but it's just so funny if you really think
No,
about what
yeah.
the words she's saying.
Yeah, like it just seems like, sometimes I think about like if someone from like the 1700s watched a video of like someone now having a conversation, they'd probably be like, what are they saying?
Yeah. It'd
You
be
know what I
like us
mean?
reading Shakespeare.
Yeah. I think Shakespeare's confusing. They probably think the same way about our slang.
That's so funny because I love Shakespeare. Like when we read Shakespeare, I could read it and I knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about.
That's funny.
I was like born with that ability, apparently. Like, who just knows Shakespeare first time reading it? I'm like, yeah, this is English.
No, yeah. For me, speaking of Shakespeare, kind of irrelevant, but I guess we'll.
Well, like Taylor Swift is the Shakespeare of our generation, so it's like the same thing.
That's how we're making the connection.
Exactly.
I was in grade 9 English, and I had to read Shakespeare out in front of my whole class.
Devastating.
And I was talking, and then someone said, like, you can't talk any quieter? Why are you yelling?
Oh my god.
Yes. And I was like, I'm never speaking in front of anyone ever again.
People are so terrible.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, for the longest time I had such a fear of like public speaking.
I don't blame you.
Because I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna think I'm talking loud. But in general, I just have a loud voice. I was meant to be an actor, apparently.
Apparently.
You know, I got that theater voice that I can really project it. I slayed a drama class.
I bet you did.
But I was traumatized. I was like, oh fuck, like I'm yelling? Like I feel like I'm just speaking. And I was like, honestly, how bold of you to say that in front of everyone.
No, that's true.
Like my
Like,
teacher
who
was
are
there.
you?
Also, my teacher didn't even say anything, so not a major slay for him.
Jail.
Yeah,
Like, sorry. Bystander effect on the teacher.
Yeah, he was just like, it is what it is. It's high school.
Literally. He was like,
He's like, development.
take the L, move on. You're like, I'm actually never going to move on from that. Thanks, though.
Yeah, it scarred me for life. I'll remember it forever. So it
Yeah.
is what it is.
That's life.
Yeah.
Ain't it? You get traumatized, you move on. Oh.
I don't really know how to wrap this up. Like,
Taylor Swift is queen.
yeah,
Peace.
we
Love and
enjoyed
light.
the album. Oh, let's give our final ratings of the album, like out of 10.
Okay, I'd give it like a 9.5.
I'll give it a 9.
I respect it.
Yeah, because I like controversial and I'm gonna get some hate, I like Folklore and Evermore more.
No, that's fair.
But like, I know that's controversial because everyone's like, people, oh, those are their number 2 albums, don't really like Taylor Swift. But I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I didn't say goodbye Taylor Swift when this album came out.
Yeah, no.
I said I'm gonna live and learn.
Reputation is still my favorite.
Yeah, Reputation is good, but you probably like that album because you saw it live.
Yeah, no,
So
100%. But even like before I saw it live, like I was like, this is my favorite Taylor Swift album.
yeah,
There's something about it. Like I'm just like, this is incredible. She did that.
you're like, oh, she's a snake reincarnated, and whatever else she did during that out, I don't even remember.
Well, she slayed. So
Just made you
whatever
slay.
she did,
Made
I don't
you
care.
slay, mama.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You get it.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I honestly could not tell you if it's good or not. I feel like it's good, but
We'll have to wait and see.
we'll have to just give us some reviews, give us some feedback.
Give us some feedback. Drop your Midnight's ranking in the comments.
Yeah, or your top 3. That's kind of fun if you don't know,
yeah.
because I feel like ranking the whole thing can be a lot.
Yeah, if you're not as insane as we are,
Yeah,
you
do
don't
your
have
top
to rate the
3.
whole thing.
And all my friends better be listening to this podcast.
So if you don't comment, we'll know. You didn't listen.
You didn't listen to the last second of this podcast. They just turn it off as soon as we start talking more relevant stuff. They're like, okay, they're talking about Shakespeare and pie.
Well then, fuck them. Karma, the song, plays us out.
Yeah, too bad we get copyrighted.
We'll do the sped up version. Okay, that's enough.